Aha! Hi, I return. Alrighty, where were we? Oh right, we just took care of all the guys stealing passports and all that jazz. Puppy! Hey, Daddy Spoon. Thank you for waiting around. You been up to anything interesting while I've been gone?
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way.
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail, and their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. This is Cass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I understand that.
I will. Thank you.
I do the same thing when I'm like playing a game with someone and waiting for them to come back. I just kind of zone
I
out.
count on your help in sorting through it all.
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly, would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving, be that goods to market or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy. I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again? It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive.
Great.
This is for you.
Huh.
What is it? Elle has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Huh. Color and compass.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
I don't got that kind of money, sister. Come on. Like, lady, jeez. What do you think? Do you think I'm made of money? I wish.
Then, let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's into the Dominion.
God damn it, game. How many more side quests are you gonna give me? Oh my god.
If I knew where
Now I just need to see about getting a word. I wanted bad news. Good, actually. Something where only trouble is the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite them. What exactly are you celebrating? I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. So I've heard. Oh. So you know of it, a gentleman who might sympathize. Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine?
Sure, let's do it.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All 3 of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. 3 of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the... Stop by again when you let them know. I'll be right back.
Okay. actually do like how much a side quest adds, like the different lore and stuff that's available in the game. I'm just like, come on, come on, guys. I'm getting so close, so close.
Hurry, man. I've been asked to find Aldrich.
That's me right enough.
You can keep it sent me.
Well, I'm glad.
If
I'm
he's just
glad,
got hold of it
or.
now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from
From the Empire to Boklad.
I
Oh,
appreciate
such
how
is the
much you
brought
miss
it
me
lot.
when I'm gone,
There's not
Daddy
a
Spoon.
packed Sorrowflam one day. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. I'd say I've done enough for today to...
They do give
I see you've
some
been of
okay
some
rewards.
assistance to Eloise.
Perhaps.
Finding someone. You see, I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might...
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time.
Can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around.
They pay pretty well. It's mostly the experience points and renown points.
Porter for hire. Best service.
This is everything.
Pardon me, but would you happen to... That well-notched steel, and might you be convinced to offer me the use of the...
How exactly do you intend to...
Well, being something of a scholar of them, and I require a rugged, should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material well...
Yeah, let's go.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful!
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Well, at least we're going the same way.
Well, good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
There's a lot of renown here, too.
I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
No death. No death. Let's go.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
What do you want?
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here?
Now you mention it. There.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? I got off down the road, I expect. Now what?
Great. Thanks, lady.
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your toy when no one's good for you.
Nice. Very nice. Also, given I'm not finding as many random encounters, it's good to do the quest to keep myself at
Happily
pace.
not, good sir. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them. With very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything... Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock, a tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped.
What if it was a giant laser that shot down from the sky? Maybe from the Red Star? Because, look, this whole place looks like it was cut with the same attack. And it's a very straight attack. It's not like something crashed down. If you look at it, it looks like a big hole was carved with something very exact, straight, and precise. So, yeah.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't seen.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones. Over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there.
Shh, now.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
Fun. I guess I'm gonna go around this way to get there too. That's fine. Excuse me.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Let's be honest, probably not. Probably goblins. Or something worse. Yep, goblins.
I think we found our thieves.
He's got a little sword.
They don't look happy.
Goblin Prince. He got screwed. Poor Goblin Little Prince. Murdered before his prime.
Let's get this over with.
Stop!
Hi.
Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
Man, this guy's nice to Beastman. I see.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area and the mystery practically solved itself. I launched myself at them full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them? And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Bocklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Can I talk to him? No. Well, you know what? If they're gonna be nice little creatures and not hurt anyone, then it's fine. Who am I to judge? It's okay, puppy. You're fine. You're fine, dear. She's whining over here a little bit. Don't know why. You're okay, dear. You're okay. You're a good girl. You're fine. You're fine. Calm down.
Not it. All right then. Who's first?
from one group of goblins being like, you guys are fine, to another group that we're going to just murder in cold blood. I mean, to be fair, they are attacking the man up there, though, so... Calm down, dear. What is it? Do you smell the kitty on your blanket? What? This? Is that what you're trying to get at? This is the kitty's toy. That's all that's down there, dear.
You're going to get yourself killed. Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold.
That's all that's down there, puppy.
In all its glory.
You're
As
fine,
Moss tells
fine.
us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such in reaching for their holy sanctum did man enrage the gods. And great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time. Though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward.
God. Okay, historian man. Clive shakes his head. That's how I feel too, Clive. That's how I feel too. My dear scholar, do not run so far away. We are after all trying to help you. Ah, it's the big ruins here. Yep.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time. Let's try.
Oh, wrong button. Oh god. You got yourself some snacks? Nice. Oh, what you got? What'd you get? I'm curious.
Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more, I am in your debt. And though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
Pringles. Oh, I like Pringles. I haven't had them in a little while. I might need to get some at some point. We just had salmon burgers.
Here,
Rice salmon
your reward
burgers.
for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Rice patties fried around a salmon teriyaki. It's very tasty.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Quest number 1 down.
Joseph's fine.
That's
He certainly knows his business. If
a good man to have around, that Joseph. Thank you for putting my mind at ease.
Thank you, lady. It was really good. We had coleslaw with it. Some, what do you call them?
Peaches and pears.
Pan-seared mushrooms. I keep wanting to say tomatoes. Mushrooms with some of our radishes that we harvested. Unfortunately, overcrowded the radishes, so they didn't turn out as well as they could have, but that's okay.
Are you Milan?
That's me.
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you
He knows
wine and ham to spare. Barclad clearly is.
comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. We get meat from Sanbrec, herbs from Rosaria. What? My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years. Anyway, thanks for the good news.
Nice, very nice. Okay.
You won't find anything.
And last one.
Tight-fisted. Let us through.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No papers, no passage. Plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things can get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
I could use some wine right now. Wonder what we have. I'll have to go back and check our wine racks and see what's good and see what's, you know, not as great. Keep trying to give away the wine that we don't need. And we probably won't drink. Keep finding more of it. So, yeah. We should have a cup of white wine with our salmon. Oh well.
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together, and the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Barclad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen, right? I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66.
That you did.
If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 66. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside. A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the 3 pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous and many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
So let's see. How do we think the sword is based on how it looks? Swords are generally, depending on their size, somewhere between 3 and 10 pounds, usually closer to the 5 or 6 pounds range. His sword's probably gotta be at least 10. Some of his swords, it looks like they're really big. But I'm gonna say it's at most maybe 10 or 15 pounds. Because usually they're really thin, but well, let's see. That hilt though is huge, so it might be closer to 20, given how big that hilt is. I mean, it probably hurts, but at the same time, I mean, I used to carry a laptop back in college on one shoulder. It was like 25 pounds, so.
You found it!
And I did that for 4
Thank
years.
you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo too.
So should you, Hansa. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss Elle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
A massive sword. Just make me a buster sword, it'll be fine.
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
So, okay, I overstated. Most smaller swords are in the 2 to 3 pound range, at most. Something like a flamberge or a claymore, which is what Clive's wielding, though his looks a little bit bigger than that, are usually in the 7 pound range. 5 to 7 pounds, so I'm willing to bet his sword's maybe 10, 12 pounds, because it's pretty big.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend? I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their Mothercrystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic
Should have just gutted her
rudeness.
there. It'd been
Now
fine.
hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your
You're all
fire
about to
reduce
lose
his
your
enemies
empire
to
entirely. Because
till all
when
of
Clive
Valisthea
takes
bows
out,
to its rightful ruler.
when Clive takes out the Mothercrystal, there'll be nothing left here for anyone. And he'll probably end up taking out Bahamut too. Unfortunately.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence,
My prince.
tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Oh boy. Hopefully we don't kill poor Bahamut before things have to go down. Hopefully we don't have to kill him at all.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
They're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mothercrystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
Kinda sucks though, because Waloed will be able to invade everything if the Empire collapses.
What is it, boy?
What's happening?
I don't know. Toggle! This way.
Well, this is gonna be fun. Fire in the sky.
The city's on fire.
Shogun's is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Which way are we going? Huh.
Guard, watchman, or sentry is to be slain on sight. Spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear. The people...
Those were Imperial Dragoons.
Yep. Rebellion has started.
What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right. But first we find Goots.
I just hope he's all right.
We'll probably be fine.
You there! Identify yourself!
We have to.
Well, poor Dion. We're gonna murder half of his guards on the way there.
There's no doubt about it. They're Dragoons. What is this then? A civil war?
Yep. Good eyes, Clive, my boy.
Never thought I'd be glad to fall into a sewer.
Ward secured, Captain. None of the Emperor's forces remain. But gather the men. We press on to the council chambers. Yes, Captain. What of the men and women in the market district? The evacuation is complete, Captain. Good. Then all that remains is to dethrone the Pretender.
There it is. The bell tower.
Right. Let's go.
Excuse me.
Ah, a goods lift.
Where in Grieger's name did you come from?
Goodbye. Okay. There we go. I guess that's where we need to go, okay. Double check we didn't miss anything over here. Yeah, poor Prince Theon. we're nuking several of his forces throughout the city. Just because they're in our way. Well, thank you for the hydrate, Daddy Spoon. I do have, what do you call it? Tea? Post-fish tea. Help clean out my mouth a little bit. Ah. So this capital city, by the way, when you look out over it, looks like a proper sized city.
Hold on, kids. We're coming.
Let's go. What we got? Nice. Mini boss up here.
In the prince's name, none shall pass.
Okay. We're good now. I think unfortunately part of this is also Joshua's fault though. Because he's trying to do all of this on his own. Because he's trying to keep Ultima away from Clive. But because of that, he can't directly work with Clive. On any of the things that may be happening or going on. Hard to stop Ultima if he's trying to act through Clive. If you aren't working with Clive on trying to stop things. Let's go. Be right back. Okay, just checking on the puppy. Okay.
Can you see him anywhere?
Oh god, a dragon, of course. An ice dragon. That tower is going to fall. A proper dragon. White dragon. Oh, okay. Heaven's Host. Poor white dragon's gonna get his ass beat. Emanation.
Has something in store for us.
Get ready to move. Nice try.
And out and out. That looks familiar. Jesus. Okay. That one more good hit. I was like, just need a big bit of damage and it's done. Nice, very nice. White worm bone. Goodbye, dragon. I'm sorry. Hey, there's Goods.
Over here, Clive! Are you alright?
Yeah, buddy. Come on.
Goods, there you are.
I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
All right, let's get out of here. What now?
Is that Mothercrystals' heart?
What the hell is it doing up there?
Bahamut.
Bahamut.
Oh no, he'll go on a rampage if he's exposed to it. It should not be there. Oh dear God. Phoenix and Iftrit are going to have to stop Bahamut, it looks like. That should not be happening.
Your Highness, don't do this.
We must leave. Now, Your Grace, I beg of you.
This is not what he wanted. Something's happened. Forgive me, Yud, but I must put a stop to this.
Your Grace!
The Firebird. Phoenix versus Bahamut. Iftrit versus Bahamut. I have a feeling it's going to turn into like a 3 or 4 part battle. Can Phoenix stop it? Oh, the Mothercrystal. He's trying to destroy it, but it's protecting itself. Probably Ultima's influence. Oh, holy hell. Yeah, there's not gonna be an Empire left. What in God's name? It's shielding itself from being attacked.
So, what do we do now then?
We destroy the heart.
We might come back!
As soon as the flames die down, the Imperials and the Dalmex will move in. This may be our only chance.
And Bahamut has gone for now. You should get as far away as you can, Goots.
What? And leave you lot in the lurch? I can't do that. If you're staying, then so am I. I packed everything up before I made a run for it, so if there's out yous need, just ask. But I won't be giving it away for free. Nana'd never forgive us if I did.
Thank you, Goots.
So something's happened to Dion. My guess is something's corrupting
What can I
him
do
when
for
he's
yous?
there.
I've got some good stuff for yous.
Diamond sword. And I'll buy it, but I'm not gonna
Thank
use it,
you.
obviously.
Is there else you need?
Righto, here you go.
Okay, so he has all the same things that she does.
All done then. Welcome to the Big Hammer.
You be brave now.
Okay.
Drake's tail is right there, Clive. It's time to free Storm from the crystal's curse.
Let's go.
It's past time. But remember, Bahamut is still out there.
And I dare say we'll be seeing him again before the night is done. No more roads.
We'll have to find our own path.
Do you feel that, Clive?
Ether.
Now the whole place is gonna
Just
get
what we
flooded
need.
with it.
Another flood.
It's already turned them.
Then there's no reason to hold back.
This is the first time we've seen the crystal defend itself. It definitely looks like what it was doing. Nice try.
Must be a way to climb up.
Breath of Lightning, Judgment Bolt. Nice. Okay. Excuse me. It's over here.
Is that the Phoenix? Joshua! What is he doing?
Keeping the Bahamut occupied.
Joshua! Joshua!
Don't, Clive. It's too dangerous.
Fuck! Hold on, Joshua! I'm coming! We have to save him.
And we will. We
just need to keep moving.
Not now! All.
No.
There he is. Joshua! I'm here, brother!
Clive, I can't hear you.
Joshua!
They're heading for the heart.
And that's where we'll head to. Which one? Phoenix or Bahamut? Phoenix is alive, apparently. That way? This way? Nope. That way. Yeah. I think this is gonna be like a 4 or 5 part boss fight, if I had to guess. I think it's going to be big.
We don't have time for this!
Oh god. Not yet. I'm going to assume very soon. We killed a dragon, but not the dragon. This whole place is a nightmare, holy hell.
Those the council chambers. How are they still standing?
I don't know.
He'll be all right, Clive. He's a survivor.
We're getting close.
You're one of Ultima's
Looks like somebody doesn't want us to get any
creations.
closer.
I don't care what it wants.
Neither do I.
Necrophobe. This is definitely one of Ultima's creations, you can tell because of the music. Elemental dissonance. Oh god. Dark energy. All right.
We have to end this right now.
And Frigga. Okay. Goodbye. Haha. The favor of Earth wind up. Goodbye.
These beasts. They're getting stronger.
We can think about them later. Right now, there's only one thing we need to focus on.
the heart.
Clive's mother's in here and she's like, oh, save me, save me. I'll be just like, I don't have time for your BS.
It's worth a try.
Go away.
Quiet. There's someone up there.
Is someone there?
Mother.
It's you.
What happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy. My darling boy.
Is this the child you made with the Emperor? Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right. Answer him.
We took you in, savage. Show some respect for those who raised you. Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix!
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted 1/10 of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels? It should have been you! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
Joshua, my darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive when the only one I truly cared for died?
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on! He's battling Bahamut as we speak!
Clive has a lot more patience than I do.
Joshua! Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
What are you...
Holy fuck, Bahamut's health bar is huge. That's what you get for the King of Dragons, I guess. What the hell is the crystal doing? That is both gorgeous and terrifying. Holy hell. Okay. Go time? Oh, now Phoenix. Spitfire.
We'll face the consequences.
Phoenix is down here blowing holes at him too.
Shit. Can't reach him.
Giga Flare. Mega Flare, Giga Flare. Are we gonna have Terra Flare soon? It's okay. Clive has defenses. we Phoenix now? This is pretty awesome, not going to lie. Okay, so he can dodge. He also gets firelight, just like... So we need to dodge. It's good to use that ability. Oh god. Oh god, okay. Okay. Oh god. Terra Flare?
Thank the Founder!
It's now or never, Joshua.
What is that?
Good work, Joshua!
Oh god. He's gonna be staggered after this, that's good.
Clive, get behind me! If you're sure.
Terra Flare. Oh boy. Dear God. How much HP do you have, dude? We did almost 2 million damage there.
Now, Joshua!
Absolutely ridiculous. Holy freaking hell. You notice we didn't use the word slain.
What now?
Oh no, come on.
We have to stop him.
Ah, and they fuse. This is what was on the mural. Ultimate icon of fire.
If we become one, it's not enough. We can do it, Clive. We can. We will. Together.
They just did the fusion dance. Are we in outer space now? Of course we are.
Are you ready? Ready!
Now we're flying in fucking space. Iftrit risen. Light speed.
How can we hope to match such power? By trusting in our own.
Supernova. Okay. Another supernova. We can't keep them close because we keep knocking them away. facing the wrong direction, buddy. I hate to say it. Oh god, okay, so... Oh god. Oh god. Keeps trying to get away. Yeah, again on the wrong side of the, still alive.
What in the hell?
One last super uber attack, if I had to guess.
He would burn the world.
Setup layer. 4 million damage. Poor Bahamut. Just got nuked in outer space. Jesus H. Christ. A light shard.
Dion!
Joshua saves Dion. Clive destroys the Mothercrystal. And then there was one.
Joshua!
Clive! My brother. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters. I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Reunited at last.
Jill.
Oh god, good night, Pajawi. 6 hours of tier list is a lot. Ultima. Planar strings.
This is for my father.
Yeah, it makes sense that he's Ultima. That's what I thought. Like I said, I was pretty sure Ultima was pulling the strings of Annabella.
It is done. The demon that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
The Mother Crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave. No. Wait. I owe him a debt. Fine.
Growly man. Oh, he absorbs Bahamut's power now, right?
You there.
Don't reinforce the walls.
Situation.
Report, Captain.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel
Madness is this, Dion.
throughout the neighboring districts.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. The city can wait. Don't dally, man, go!
Your Radiance.
Oh, he gets his memories. That makes sense.
By the light! Dion, have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once!
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the master loses the power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your emperor? Guards! Take him!
Nope, they're gonna refuse.
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the Mothercrystals crumble one by one, and the Blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their Emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself. Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build.
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go, claim Valisthea for me, brother. Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Not again.
Brother?
It's a long story.
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
She deserved worse if you ask me, but that's me personally.
Mother.
God, the entire city is done.
It is consciousness that weaves your wills together. Consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others. Then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Relax, Your Majesty.
Sometime later.
Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures.
Yep, this is Ultima.
Gifted the power of Eikons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you, find Muthos, and sever everyone.
To destroy that which has no physical form. You ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours.
Well, I did not expect that. I knew Barnabas was in league with Ultima because he knew about Mythos, but holy hell. Okay. I'm gonna get the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. Holy hell. Thank you.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Well, if Joshua's here, he can explain more. Things fall apart. Great.
Tiny won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
It will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion.
Still alive, are you? The whole realm's in chaos. But as the old saying goes... Go on, then. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Fretting about us, guys. Unless that is... So, will it be?
Brightburn. The grindstone and the light shard.
Should last you a good while. And?
Okay. Let's go talk to Hippocrates really quick.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
I was wondering when next you'd visit. With the darkening skies. But be that as it may, I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. You wish to study the tomes?
Interesting. So yeah, nobody knew about the fact that Mothercrystals could defend themselves until now. But the current theory is that Ultima is definitely the one that set the crystals into motion. For some reason or the other. But Joshua is probably the only one that can really give us an idea what's going on.
There's talk of these skies driving.
What we got? 3 new hunts. The Ten of Gloves. Vemere Dalmekia. Quiet Sands Rosaria. The Magith Brothers. This is like the Magith Sisters. The Magith Brothers. Ruin Reawakened. And S rank. Dread Dragon. Reverberating around the woodland. people in Sunbreak, so yeah. Okay.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out at Mothercrystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mothercrystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magicks as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
God. Well, could be worse. Could always be worse. Just remember that.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps not.
Oh god. Bahamut, Odin, Shiva? That's what we have left. Getting a lot of buzzing on my headphones. I don't know where it's coming from, but...
Inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Hey, Jill.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Joy of joys.
Clive! Quick look.
While we fight the flames of war, down the rabbit hole.
Something in there.
Okay. What else do we got? No new messages. We're all good there. Alright, let's start heading around. Oh god. Stop being so fuzzy, headset. So fuzzy. Okay. Let's double check our hunts again. Can wipe out some things on the way. Dalmacia, Rosaria, the Magus Brothers, Quiet Sands. Gonna go to Rosaria. Let's take a look, shall we? Well, we'll just go north from here. And then head over to Martha's. There we go. Oh. Leave it, puppy. Let's spend some ability points when we have them, while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Let's see. We can master limit break, so I might as well. Nice, okay. Flare breath. Impulse. Satellite. Ah. Giga flare. God, there's so many things. Okay. Titan block. Yep, now we have 4. Limit break. Bars. Akashic Devil Crab. God. Well, we kill the Magus brothers. Then maybe our next rank will be the Magus sisters. That'd make too much sense, I think.
Thanks, girl.
God. This is just going to be mild hell. Cindywood, Sandywood. God. One down.
No more vengeance. No more war.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha. It's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Joy.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Let's go.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first. Over here!
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell.
The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Arthur! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashics snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
My brothers. Are they? Shh, don't try to talk.
Mad dogs, the lot of them.
Okay. Where we at? Oh boy.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try.
Okay, here we go.
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Okay, so we go north from here.
Just patch me up as quick as
Great. Akashic goblins now.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Dear God, why?
Apologies,
I'll
my
run
lord.
now.
Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
God almighty, okay. Nice.
Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
My lord, There's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, so wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire?
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Alrighty, round 2. The 10 of clubs. Oh god. Okay, so I'll come here in a moment. I go to Valmer and do the 10 of clubs really quick. Dear God. The place is super messed up now.
Ready, go?
It's like we're starting to enter the World of Darkness timeline. Or the World of Ruin, excuse me. Final Fantasy VI. After Kefka does his big thing. At least nothing looks Akashic here, which is good. It's amazing with a little less sunshine, some clouds, and a purple, blue, brown filter will do for changing the mood of an entire game. Huh. Doesn't take much.
need to ride from here.
Hey, buddy.
Only those who have nothing. Go empty your pockets.
Oh god.
This one. A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Okay. Let's see what these guys need.
Sid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Ah. You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free
The
Cities.
Red Wings. Wow.
A pleasure, my lady.
FF4 reference.
Pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the
Oh my
deaths of
god,
your
don't lay it on
brave
so
men
thick.
than you
It's
yourselves?
okay.
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
My shop.
If I
God.
had my pickaxe, I would. I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike. She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Jesus Christ. I'm just
not
like,
convinced
wow.
our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Well. Alright. Come on.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Okay.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
that we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Very nice. I think it's time for our second break. A little bit of a longer one. Let's close this out. And we know there's an S rank and sand break somewhere. Mentioned that it's in the woods, apparently. Which makes me think... it could be over there in the morn room. The area's unlocked now. I'm gonna go here. Oh, I wish my audio was less crispy. I'm gonna blame it on my headset and being twisted up and everything else. We're gonna save here for now. We're gonna call it for now. So, we'll see. I might be on for a third final stream later tonight. Otherwise, we'll be on bright and early tomorrow morning. We gotta be over 2/3 of the way through the game at this point, I think. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things pan out this evening. Anyhow, until then, I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for holding out Daddy Spoon, watching, waiting, listening to me ramble, but mostly just listening to the game. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.